Hello, Dounia. So happy to see you.
Hi, Jess. I'm happy to be here with you tonight.
Yeah, tell us where you are right now and what time is it?
Sure, it is 8:15, and I am in Paris
Nice.
during the lockdown.
Yeah, during the lockdown. And actually, this is also why we would like to share this interview and conversation with everybody because I think Dounia has a very inspiring journey. Dounia is my friend who is also a coach who gives a very specific, special approach in her coaching session, which I believe can inspire and help so many people. So we would like to introduce this to many people. And can you tell us more about you, Dounia?
Sure. First, thanks a lot, Jess, for receiving me here. I'm really happy to share my story with you and to inspire other people if my story can. So, especially during this lockdown, I think that it's a chance for us to use the digital as a way of connection and to keep on going, connecting ourselves, meeting new people, getting inspired, and keep on growing with each other. So thanks a lot for giving me this chance to share this.
My big pleasure.
And I think this is a good example. Where
Yeah.
are you now, Jess?
I am in Los Angeles right now with my family, and it's 11 in the morning. So that's why it's so bright. It's also
So
very happy to be here with you.
So am I, and in spite of all the differences of hours, timings, and places, we're still connected, and that's the magic of the life of the connection. And yeah, that's what makes us be here and there today.
Yes. And can you tell us a bit about your background, your story?
Yes, my story. So trying to make it short. So my name is Dounia Zellou. I'm 31 years old. I'm French and Moroccan. I grew up in Morocco, in Casablanca, in the sun, and it's a beautiful place near the beach. And then I came to France when I was 18 to follow my studies, and I'm still in France. It's been almost, 2007, so 13 years that I've
Wow.
been here. I've been doing a master of science management in a business school, and then I worked in finance during 8 years
Wow.
for a big company and as a consultant, doing some transformation programs for major private banks and asset managers.
Oh,
And leading those transformation programs made me aware that I wanted to lead my own transformation path.
mhm.
So I quitted my job almost 1 year and a half ago for entrepreneurship
Mhm.
because there was like, small voice that was saying to me, you're made for entrepreneurship. And this
Really?
little voice started like to grow until today, before I was 30, saying, okay, that's my chance to do it now. So let's do it.
Oh.
So yes, then I went into a path of different projects until I find my reason of being, my life mission. And that's what led me to do coaching training and to launch my own business.
I see, I see. That's definitely very, very different. Jumping from banks, finance to the coaching, personal development industry. And can you share more with us? Because I believe nowadays, so many people, they want to jump out of their comfort zone. And maybe some of them, they cannot hear this small voice, or they hear it, but they're not sure. Can you share with us how How was the breakthrough? What made you decided to take on this new journey?
On my side, it was a health issue that made me decide that. At one day, my body says, stop, you're going too far. So now it's time to think about yourself and what you want to do. So all the preparation, the mindset I had that I wanted to go through entrepreneurship was totally done at this timing. So unfortunately, I went that far, but not as far, because I listened to myself at this moment and say, okay, now it's the moment where I'm going to follow my dreams, and saying myself, and what can be the worst thing? I mean, even though it doesn't work, I can still come back and find a job. But if I don't do it, I'll have some regrets later.
Right.
And I had a coach after my decision during my path, and I remember there was a study about people asking others that what was their regrets at the end of their lives.
Mhm.
And when I read that people that could not live their life because of judgment, and I was just like, I don't want to have those regrets.
Mhm.
And yeah, and that's why I decided to go through this new journey.
This is a very, very precious advice. I think that's a very good way to determine whether you should jump out of your comfort zone or not, is to leave no regrets. I totally agree with that. And can you share with us about how you are helping people, how you are supporting your community, your clients?
Sure. So I am Ericksonian coach. So I've been trained and certified as an Ericksonian focused solution coach. And I created my own methodology that mixes mental coaching and intuitive dance. This
Mm.
is my favorite one that comes directly from the heart and from my authenticity and my dreams.
Mhm.
And that's methods that I use in order to support my clients reaching their objectives and going where they want to go.
Wow. I believe this is a very new idea to many people where you incorporate dance, body movement into your coaching sessions. What if people say, oh, but I don't know how to dance, or I believe, not everybody is into dancing, or some people might be more reserved. What would you suggest?
That's a really good question, because some people say me, but Dunya, I don't know how to dance. But I'm just like, we all dance. Look, my hands are moving.
Mm-hmm.
Movement is dancing. It
Yeah.
depends on our, yeah. And it depends on the perception of we have of dance. Of course, I'm not talking about professional dancers. I'm
Right.
talking about the body moving.
Yes.
So we dance in the shower. When we walk, we dance. The body is moving. So for me, everyone knows how to dance. And that's the magic. It's that this methodology is accessible to everybody as long as we move one part of our body.
I love that. I love that. Thank you so much. I believe it, like you said, it's a perception. It's a different perception, and everyone can have a different perception, definition of dancing. Just the fact that moving your body, it can change the way you think. And can you tell us a bit about what would be your next step? How you are supporting your community?
Of course. So my next step and to support my community is to keep on developing this methodology. The methodology is called M.I.A. M.I.A, standing for Mind Intuition Alignment, the mind for the mental coaching, intuition for the intuitive dance, and the alignment between the body and the mental. As in my methodology, we give space to dance, then to put words on what has been done during the dance, and on the other side, like going back and forth between the mental and then stopping the mental and give the space to the body and to dance. So my first next step is to really focus on that, especially during the lockdown. The space we had before is no longer the one that we have today. We have more time, but less space. And so keeping the movements and the body expressing itself during this lockdown, I think it's really important for everyone to keep on finding the balance. And especially as we used to have before the lockdown, for each one of us, some ways in order to resource ourselves, to get some energy and to get our energy up. And because of the lockdown, for many of us, those sources are not accessible anymore. For instance, I love traveling and I can travel. Last year at the same time, I was in Cuba. So
that must be so different than being locked
dancing,
right now. Oh God.
I was dancing salsa and I can't dance salsa anymore. So
Oh.
M.I.A is a way also during this lockdown to keep on the body and giving a new source of energy for the body and the mental because both are related. So that is my main focus on the short term regarding my next steps.
I love that. I love that. And I'm still curious. I guess people might still have questions. Why is it so important to move your body? And can you share with us maybe the benefits that you have experienced or other clients that have experienced it? Why is it so important?
Of course, of course. Um, Maybe I share first my story because the idea of creating this methodology came from my own path. I love dancing. It's my passion. Since I'm 3 years old, I'm dancing.
Oh.
Like, yeah, I really love that. I tried all kinds, I mean, not all, but many kinds of dance, classic, jazz, hip hop, oriental dance as well in Moroccan weddings. And I fell in love with salsa 12 years ago. And salsa is my heart dance. I really enjoy dancing salsa, and especially it's couple dance. And it's a dance that is all the time in improvisation. Because we are like talking to each other, but not with words, with the bodies. Because as a woman, the man like guides us. And so we have to be responsive and to listen, but we listen with our body and we answer with the body to the body of the others. And at the same time, because we're dancing together, it's also how we dance under the the regard, the observation of the others, and how also we live our femininity as women by being in this couple dance, and how we enjoy our freedom and our style by being with someone else dancing. So all this really inspired me. I started to put words on that, and I realized that dance was not only a passion, it was a language for me. And
language. It can be a language.
dance can be a language. Dance is a language. For I really like one quote from Martha Graham, who is an American choreographer, who used to say that dance is the hidden language of the soul.
Wow, that's very beautiful. Oh no,
Yeah.
thank you so much for sharing your journey and how you discovered this passion of language, a different language.
A
And
different language, yeah.
yeah, and you would like to share this with many of your audience and support your clients with this.
Of course, I totally do, because in my path, dance really helped me to express things, to express emotions, and also to understand things. Because I guess that's when we are in the mental, we have some perception, our beliefs, our meta programs. While when give space to dance, especially when it is intuitive and free dance, just letting the body move,
Mhm.
there are not those barriers of how I am thinking, how I perceive things, because the mental is off and it's the body that expresses. And then my methodology comes to put words also on what happens, and in order to interact between both and to have it complete, because I do believe that sometimes it's really hard to put words on what we feel, on what we do, and sometimes the words don't come up because it's not easy for anyone. And in my path and in my past, for many things, I wasn't able to put the words. I was just like, avoiding the things. And at the same time, dance helped me to release them and express them. But we don't, without going to words. And that's the magic of the thing, is discover we have a lot of languages in our body. And so just to use them on top of the mental.
I agree with that so much. True. Not every language, every emotions can be described easily verbally,
Mm,
and using your body can be a very good tool, a very good way to express or to communicate your message. That's
mm.
very, I can totally, even through, I can feel your passion. I can feel your desire to share through the air. That's incredible. I feel this tingling in my uh, and the reason that Dounia and we are doing this interview here, we are very happy that we're finally doing it, because we have been talking about this, but because of the time zone and I was traveling a lot. So I am really, really happy that you're here sharing with us. And can you tell us, where can people find you?
Sure. People can find me on the social networks. I'm on Instagram, I'm on LinkedIn, and I have also a website it's called M.I.A,
Mhm.
www.umanaya.com, and people can find my services there and contact me. Please feel free for any question you have, or just to discuss, especially in this time period that is not easy. Please feel free to contact me. I'll be more than happy to give you information and to share with you.
Yeah, we're going to leave the link down below this,
Perfect.
right? And then, yeah, so we hope that if whether you have any questions, any doubts, feel free to send us messages. And we really hope that we can give some love, courage, and ideas, inspirations during this turbulent moment, and some support on top of that. Yeah.
Sure, totally. I totally agree with Jess, and that's the reason why the reason of being of this interview is that, actually, and you really sum it pretty well with the right word. So please feel free to contact us for that.
Mhm. Is there anything else that you would like to tell our audience?
A lot of things. A lot of things. I will say to you to one advice, if I may, it's to follow the intuition you have, because I do believe that sometimes in the mental we have a lot of things, a lot of thoughts. um, I think we have around like more than 10,000 thoughts per day, one every almost 3 seconds.
Mhm. That's crazy.
And that's crazy. And most of them are actually, they are built of our way of thinking, and they are more focused on the past or on the future and not on the present moment. So I guess that's my advice would be follow your intuition, follow your heart, ask your heart when you don't know what decision to take or where to go. Ask your heart, and your heart knows. And just enjoy life, enjoy the present moment, and keep confident about the future and the lockdown. And even though the lockdown, and feel free to contact us.
Thank you. Thank you. I think that's a great advice. Although, yes, that is a super advice because Dounia has helped me a lot on that. Although I am an intuitive person, but still sometimes I forget. And when we are in our own troubles, we get lost. So I do need to be reminded, and Dounia has helped me tremendously. So I really, really appreciate that. And thank you so much for being with us here today. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to contact Dounia or contact me. And we may see you next time. Who knows? Right?
Sure. Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you so much, Jess, for receiving me. And thanks everyone for attending this event. And hope to see you soon.
Yes. Yes. See you.